Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation, and today's discussion is going to be about the doubtful minds of the human race. And what's so important about that statement? We as the human race have one of the biggest issues in comparison to highly advanced beings. Highly advanced beings, even highly advanced humans, say what they do and do what they say. And they push forward in what they feel and do. We as humans say one thing but do the other. We say we're going to do something but completely doubt or change something due to possibly fear, due to possibly not understanding something, due to possibly feeling as though we need to judge someone based on their appearance, based on what they say, based on how they look, how they act, and we immediately go to a doubtful mindset. We have a very big problem with observation. We will tell people that we would observe everything or that we don't judge people, but many of us judge people on a daily basis without thinking of the simple fact that those people are one and the same. They're one and the same with you going through everyday life. So what is this problem? Like what's the big issue in a sense? For example, one of my biggest experiences is when I was younger, I would do one thing and then I would completely do the opposite. We don't know an understanding of, first of all, observation, like I said, where we observe people, we observe situations, we observe events for what they are, understand them, and then choose to make a decision based on what is necessary, what serves us, or what works with us to move forward in everyday life, for us to push on, press on, to become more, better, stronger, more efficient in who we are and what we are as human beings. We are unwilling to observe what is necessary in order not to judge people. And that also means we're not willing to have the understanding necessary to grow past that and see that it's unnecessary for us to judge people we have no right to, because of the fact that if you judge other people, you are most likely on your own judging yourself. And that is why what you see in others, you see in yourself. And what you should be doing is what you see in yourself, you see in others. If you see that goodness and kindness and understanding in yourself, you should be willing to push that within others. And that is vitally important through observation and understanding of self and growing who you are. But also to take the right action for what is needed for you by simply making choices. We don't choose, and many of us believe we do, but we never do. We like to play patty cake back and forth and decide at the very end, or until we allow decision to combust into something uneventful that leaves us in a state of whatever comes out of the situation. And that's how we do things. Or we will believe we made a choice, but the choice was really made due to some other belief that was most likely not our own, but because it was pushed on us and we feel that to be the truth, that that must be the belief that is real. And hello to Go Getter 69. We believe that to be the truth. So you have to be willing to change your mindset and understanding and realize that you have to be willing to make your own choices. And that takes time. That takes time sitting down with yourself, getting to know who you are, and seriously understanding the people around you, observing yourself, observing people around you, and seeing them for who they are, no matter the situation, no matter the issues in life, no matter if they're rude, no matter if they're hateful, no matter if they're loving, no matter if they're grateful, no matter what it is. There's a song that says, "What if God was one of us, just a slob like one of us?" And you have to understand in the same sense, what if someone was just like you, just a slob, just like you? And it's and that doesn't mean that people are slobs, but what I mean is, what if there are people out there that are just like you, and that is the simplest and most beautiful point of who you are? There are people out there just like you, going through everyday life, and we make doubtful decisions instead of making decisions to possibly change someone's life. Whether it be the person on the street asking for change, some of us might feel, oh, they're only going to get drugs, or maybe they're truly trying to get something neat, but we don't personally know. And truth be told, if you aren't even honest about a situation with people, whether you believe them or not, or you have to understand, if you feel that it's necessary to give, then give that stuff. And give willingly and genuinely, generously. Give genuinely, give generously. Some of us reach into our pockets and we only want to give change, but knowing we have enough money. And the mindset is we're doubtful because of the fact that we don't want to give all our money away and whatnot. But the thing is, also in the mind, you must realize that there is more where that came from. If you keep that in your head, and even my experiences, I've kept that in my head, I've always noticed that I constantly gain more, even when it feels like you don't. You may feel as though, well, I don't really gain money like that and this and that. But the thing is, I have experience where even if I didn't have the money, there was always food, there was always gas, there was always something that had constantly rotated and made sure I was okay. And when you go with that mentality, you will see how wealthy you truly are and how much you have. And out of nowhere, things will just click, where things just start to come forth to you. When you give to people like that, when you give people something that you have, and then hello to Latanya 2890, when you give to people like that, you will see within yourself how wealthy you are. When you give to others, you realize how much you truly do have in self. And that is something we don't keep in mind. That we do have that ability, we do have that mentality. But the thing is, we doubt it. Don't doubt who you are. You go through everyday life and you have so many people, and it's understandable through everyday life of whatever happens to you, whatever you feel, it's okay. But be willing to make those choices for who you truly are. And even when you feel it's very difficult, take time to yourself when you feel you doubt certain things. Whether it's maybe how beautiful you truly are. That's why I tell people all the time. I tell people that the reason why I say you are the gods, the goddesses, and creators within is because you need to see the beauty within who you truly are and not worry about what others are saying. The reason why is so you realize how you are. You realize how amazing, how much courage you truly have. Because if you really knew who you truly were under this surface of this body, you would realize that you would genuinely smile a lot more about who you really are. You would genuinely love who you are. You're not perfect, but you were always perfectly made. So, in conclusion, realize to make your choices, to observe everything, to understand everything, to be willing to take action when needed, but to constantly observe, to understand those around you. Don't doubt anything, but understand everything. Realize how amazing, how beautiful, how magnificent, how divine you all are as the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. So, to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening to everybody. Peace and namaste.